What's up, guys? It's your boy Jay. Welcome to Jay's World. So let's talk. You know how we do it, so let's get into it. And welcome to another edition of Jay Topics. All right, guys, so check it out. I am very, very excited to announce that my boy, legendary gospel icon, Kirk Franklin, is in the process of making an actual movie about his life. That's right, they are getting ready to produce a biopic film of Kirk Franklin. Now guys, this should be very, very interesting. And I'm just curious as to if they are actually going to tell his whole story. Now, I'll be honest, things like this sort of make me nervous because you really don't know if they're going to actually tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now, as big of a fan as I am of Kirk Franklin, y'all, I'll be honest, I'm going to need the actual whole story. Meaning, I want to know about his porn addiction. I want to know about his relationship with his wife. I want to know about his real relationship and why he was so cheap and not paying the members of his group, the family, back in the day. I want to know about that. I mean, I want to know everything. And don't get me wrong, I'm not just here for the salacious stuff or the stuff that sold tabloid magazines, but I do want to hear the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I just don't want some glossed over fancy schmancy Hollywood version of Kirk Franklin's life. To my knowledge, movie producer Reverend Devon Franklin, husband of actress Megan Good, he is going to produce this film. So, and that's an interesting aspect as well. I'm not sure if Devon Franklin and Kirk Franklin are related. So, you know, it is sort of ironic that they both have the same last name. So that's interesting into itself. Y'all, I'm just concerned that they make a good movie. The last thing I want is another fiasco like the Bobby DeBarge story. The last thing I want to see is another fiasco like the Aaliyah story. The last thing I want to see is another fiasco like the Whitney Houston story. Remember that mess on the Lifetime movie channel? So I don't know, you know. So as a Kirk Franklin fan, I'm happy to hear that they are actually going to tell his story. But are they really going to tell the whole story? Now, time will tell. And I tell you what, as big of a fan as I am of Kirk Franklin, and trust me, I'm a day one fan. I have every CD that the man has ever made. But putting all of that aside, when I sit down to watch this movie, I want the truth. All right, so next I want to talk about, deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks versus Naomi Campbell. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know about this story, but I must tell you. Y'all, Tyra Banks has been beating this dead horse for over 20 years. Let me bring you up to speed. Tyra Banks, once again, is telling this story of how allegedly Naomi Campbell harassed her back in the day when they were both models on the catwalk. I believe Tyra Banks, she entered the industry when she was like a teenager. She's like, I don't know, 17 or 18. And Naomi Campbell was like in her early 20s. So it's not like it's that much of a age difference between these ladies. But okay, for all intents and purposes, Naomi Campbell was the older woman in the situation. So basically, Tyra Banks is alleging that Naomi Campbell was a huge bully. Naomi Campbell terrorized her the whole time during her career on the catwalk. She's alleging that Naomi Campbell would walk up to her and say horrible things to her and intimidate her and make her nervous. And she's alleging that Naomi Campbell would talk to other people in the industry to try to stop her from working. So, I mean, these are some pretty big allegations. And I remember many years ago, I don't know, about 10 years ago or so, when Tyra Banks had her talk show, she actually had Naomi Campbell on her show with a sit down, just a one-on-one between the two ladies. And she pretty much tried to express to Naomi Campbell, well, you did this to me and you did that to me. Naomi Campbell, to her defense, she categorically denied all of these things that Tyra Banks was alleging that was done to her. Pretty much, it was like an hour-long one-on-one. And at the end of the one-on-one, the two ladies, to my knowledge, had squashed it. They squashed it. It was like they hugged it out, and that was it. Well, here we are again, almost 10 years later, and Tyra Banks, once again, is bringing this story up. So I just don't understand. What does she want from Naomi Campbell? What does she want the woman to say? I don't get it. How long, Tyra Banks, are you going to beat this story? I mean, you've gotten pretty much all of the mileage that you can out of it. Seriously. Now, some people will debate. Some people will say that, well, you know what? Naomi Campbell does have a sordid past. Naomi Campbell did hit her assistant in the face back in the 90s with her cell phone. So I'm not trying to say that Naomi Campbell is a angel. I get it. She definitely has her ways about her, but the woman denies it. No one can really verify whether this happened or not. And to Naomi Campbell's credit, 10 years ago when she was on the Tyra Banks show, she did apologize. She told her, she said, well, you know what? I don't recall any of this stuff that you're claiming that I did to you, but if you felt this way, I'm sorry. They hugged it out, and that should have been it. So I just think it's a dead horse. Man, send that horse on off to the factory, make glue of it, and move on. Okay? All right, so that's all I got on that. All right, so next I want to talk about was that the music? Anyway, all right, guys, so 007 will be a female. That's right. The next James Bond, 007, they have picked a female and a female of color. Now, I'm not sure if she's from the UK or not. I don't know much about this actress. Her name is Lashana Lynch. Lashana Lynch. I mean, beautiful lady. So, guys, okay. I'm a little torn about this thing. Because, first of all, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. Because in my last J Topics video, you know, I got on the people talking about Ariel. I was like, you know what? Y'all need to get over it. It does not matter if Ariel is black, white, pink, purple, or whatever, you know, as long as the story is told. So here's my thing with James Bond. It's not the race. As a matter of fact, I'm very, very happy and elated that they are going to pick a 007 of color. It's just the gender I'm a little torn over. You know, I don't know if I don't know, guys. What do you think? And I'm going to leave it up to you. Please let me know down in the comment section. Do you want the next 007 to be a female, or do you care? Or does gender matter? I'm not necessarily saying that gender matters to me, but it is different. You know, I love the idea that it is going to be a person of color. But to be honest, I was sort of hoping for my boy Idris Elba. I'll be honest, as far as I'm concerned, he literally should be the next 007. But they decided to go a completely different route. So they got the person of color part, but they decided to make it a person of color who happens to be a female. Either way, you know, I'm going to support the movie. I'm definitely going to watch the movie. And congratulations to Lashana Lynch, because just like my girl Halle Bailey, this is yet another great opportunity for this young woman. So it should be interesting. And who knows, it just may be a great movie. So you guys let me know down in the comments, should the next 007 be a female or not? All right. So that's it, guys. That's all I got. Hey, guys, thanks so much for watching. And please don't forget to rate, comment, and do what? Subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. What are you waiting on? You're already over here. And after you subscribe, please don't forget to hit the bell icon, because when you hit the bell icon, YouTube will keep you abreast of all of my latest videos. They'll send you notifications, and you too can be down with the notification squad. That's it, guys. That's all I got, and I'll holler at you later. Peace.